the plant's only got that much to grow.
Translate 会。
I am not an, oh, we'll just say, we'll say 3 inches there, and we'll say,
3英寸。
we'll say 12 inches, we'll say 12 inches altogether, just roughly.
It's not the inch, not inch, that's the centimeter.
cm
75厘米，差不多75厘米，不是这个75厘米，反正就是。
Is that better? Okay. Now what happens, a lot of gardening books today, they don't tell you to dig deep. They tell you to pile some stuff on. You waste your money buying compost and things. What happened, I'm not saying the gardening book is no good, but some of the new gardening book has got a lot of things that are wrong. But the old gardening book are better. If you think what your granddad and your dad used to do, and you look at some new garden book, and if it's different, your dad and your granddad was correct. Right? So, when we grow commercially, we go a lot deeper than that with big machinery, but I'm talking about gardening now, just comparing 3 inch, oh sorry, tractors. Yeah, 7.5 centimetres, 30 centimetres. If you do what some of the people do today, they got about 2 or 3 in, 7.5, 7 to 8 centimetre, and that's all the plant can grow because that's too hard. But if you dig down to 30 centimetre, then see the roots are growing. See, but this one, because it's too hard. But that's what some books tell you to do, just pile 3 inch of compost, 8 centimetre compost on top. Waste the money buying compost. Okay, so what I'm trying to explain is, if you do it properly, is you have to work down deep. And if you, another thing is, a lot of people, when they use a spade, it's hard work. Once you've got the things growing, all you need to do is a fork, you know, big fork? Yeah, fork. It's easier. And you just loosen up to here, or down here.
最近我打假笑，最近看一篇文章说，所有的如果你发现你发源里的树往上面长，根往上面，这就说明底下太硬，根子是往水的方向长的，那么你就要把底下挖深进去，打个洞进去，根子就会往下长。
If you only got 7 centimetre and you water, a sprinkler?
准备浇水。
Sprinkler? Or hose? You have that. You only have that for the water to go. And that's dries out very quickly. If that's too hard, the water won't go down. And it dries out very quickly. And also, if you have only that much water, and the roots grow where the water is, right, we're now onto the water part, but still the same thing. And that means the roots just around there, and when the sun, and that dries out. So what happens? The plant fall over, they will fall over, and they don't grow.
对啊，一个是挖松，一个是挖的深一点，是不是两个都要松一点？
挖松的目的就是灌水也有力。假如你要不挖松的话，水也下不去，就是因为你硬嘛，它水也不容易下去，在上面留在表面只是。
Which means a lot of that water is wasted because it evaporates off. Right? Now, if we dig down deep and if it rains too much, and the water can't go down there, and that's all too wet. You know, we get a lot of rain, and too wet, the roots rot. Now, when the top will naturally dry, and if the water's down here, you know, the water, when it's watered down, and the top's dry, the water moves up. Okay, so that water doesn't get wasted, it only comes up as the soil needs it. That's one of the laws of nature. You know, we can't change that. If there's a lot of water down here, where it should be, very little water up there, the roots will go down, and if the water needs to move up, it goes by capillary action, and it doesn't get wasted by evaporation. It go up because the soil moisture
Has changed.
change here, and the soil moves up, the water moves up to feed the plants and things. Right? So it's very important that it gets this right.
Yeah.
That's the ground preparation part, though, or the water. So what happens then if you get the water down here,
Yeah.
and when you get the drought, the roots will search for water. Roots naturally go downwards, searching for water, until they run out of water and die in the drought, in the desert. Right? But what happens if you got the top wetter than the bottom? That is worse, because the roots hang around where the water is. If you get this dry, and you got that wet, the roots will unnaturally, because naturally they go down, unnaturally grow up looking for water. Okay?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So we got that the water is important. This should be more wet than that. The other thing is, if it rains too much, there's more what we call water holding capacity of the soil. The water will go down here and beyond. Instead of the water run off, you know the flood, and the water just run off if you're too shallow, if it rains a lot. Some farmers, and market gardeners too, we try to create a water reservoir down here to hold the water. So we don't have to water so much when it's a drought. Just like I said, one of the couple of schools I helped, we hardly had to water much at all in this summer just gone. And we still had good crops. Right? So, we got that? So, it's safe watering, and if it rains too much, you don't get water logged at the top and drown the plants. And also, if it really rains, you don't get the same with floods.